See, I'm going to laugh step back the other day when you spar actually works fucking treat every time. Flicked. There, like that.
Aqib, well, we can announce it. You've turned over, and you've turned over with VIP, which I'm very pleased to say.
Yeah.
Can I ask what the deciding factor was?
To be fair, obviously I was moving around with Carl Frampton and that, and so I just decided like it's best for me really. Do you know what I mean? I was doing well in the spars and stuff, and I thought I'm way more suited to this game than the amateurs, obviously. So.
Because you're only young, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm only 19. Yeah.
But arguably a record in the amateurs that perhaps will never be equalled again, as we've spoke about before. But 9 times 60 kilo champion in the Northwest region.
Yeah. Don't know, I held the weight for so long.
no. Well, we know you. How did you make it the first time? Like I say, you.
I had to get down to it then more than I do now.
But how did it come about with Jamie? Because I know you were moving around with Carl, but because it was whispers, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
You heard that Carl, that Jamie felt that you were a good kid.
Yeah.
Obviously you'd seen what Jamie had done with Carl and all the other fighters here, so that must have got your interest up. But how did it actually come about? I
mean, like obviously Nigel Travis knows me. I've boxed a couple of his lads, the amateurs, Moss side and that. He's seen me, brought me into spar Carl, and then it just went from there really. He's seen I was a good kid, and I think Marty Murray retired as well, so there's like a little space there. He said, and he goes, "You're more than welcome." And I thought, 2018 Trainer of the Year, you can't really turn that down, can you?
No.
I mean, when that's round the corner, you've got to take the chance, haven't you?
And the fact that you could be training next to Carl Frampton, like say, 2-weight world champion,
Tommy Coyle, all the amount of champions in this gym, it's crazy, isn't it? You want to be around them sort of fighters, don't you? Learning, picking up things off them, and that's it.
I was watching you in the ring there, and Jamie he explains things really well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he's constantly teaching all the time. So I presume for a young man like yourself, that must be great for you, because I suppose as an amateur, you don't really get that opportunity, because your coach who's coaching you will have 30 other kids who he's working with as well.
Yeah. I mean, obviously my amateur coaches were top, you know what I mean, Ryan Lawson, Joe and my brother Assam, and I still work with them now as well really, but I mean, like in the pros I think you need to slow down sometimes and just learn.
I seen you was working on that, slowing your movement down, sitting down on your shots a little bit more. Also the kidology. He was working a lot of that, wasn't he? Touching and setting up shots and making room and making angles and making openings.
It's all about setting the traps in it and exposing them down the line, and that's what you do. I mean, in the amateurs you've not really got that time, you've only got 3 rounds, so it's got to be quick and everything's got to be there, bam bam, moving off.
It's about work rate more than it is anything.
And I mean, obviously it worked for me in the amateurs because I've got a pretty high work rate, and going in the pros I feel like I'm going to keep that work rate, especially here. I keep the work rate, but just add that little sort of intelligence to my shots and think about things a little bit more, and can't go wrong really.
No, I think you're in a fantastic place here, mate, and like I say, just from what I've watched today, because this is the first time I've managed to catch you. I think I watched you yesterday doing a little bit of sparring, not even realising it was you. You had the head guard on and everything. But I think just from what Jamie showed me today working with you, I think it's a fantastic place for you. You'd be silly to turn this opportunity down, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and it's not even so much like the trainers and all that. Obviously a trainer can't get in the ring and fight for you really, can they? But
no.
I mean, it's just about being around the fighters, learning things, and the top class trainers as well, and you're just learning all the time, and I feel like that's what I need.
Now we're not sure when your first date's going to be, but hopefully it's going to be maybe sometime the March, April time.
What the fucking hell's going on here?
And there's one of the nutters. He's the one who's looking after you as well. Scary. But hopefully you've already been quite a good fan base to the amateur shows, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm from Oldham, and they love the boxing on there. So I mean, obviously Mark Efron's there now, flying the flag right now. But I mean, they love the boxing around there, and every time I fight, to be honest with you, literally all I do is I send a text out to all the people I know, and I don't even tell them, and they just turn up one by one, really, and they're all behind me, and I can't wait to just put on shows for them. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, I know Steve has shows on up that way as well. So it'd be great.
Well, for me, what's your plan of attack? I mean, do you feel? I know you're not a GB, but you did box for England for a couple of occasions. So do you feel, with your style and you know the success you've had as an amateur, you could move quite quickly as a professional, and maybe like the GB squad members and challenging for genuine titles? I'm talking English and above. Within, you know, your first 10 fights?
10 fights, yeah. I mean, I can't really see myself fighting, you know. Obviously, you've got to start slowly and you fight the journeyman and stuff, but I mean, I want to get past that straight away, really. Obviously, I'm not over eager, but you know, I want to step forward and, you know, see myself.
You remind me a little bit of Danny Wright, because Danny Wright won his first ABA title at 64 kilos, and then he won his senior title at 64 kilos, which meant, even though he was young when he turned up, I think Danny was 19 going on 20, he was physically mature, and I presume that must be a similar thing to you. You must be mature, because you know, you do have to work hard now to make 60 kilos, but you have always made 60 kilos, so you've genuinely grown into that size, and hopefully, like you say, you know, I used to see you breeze past people as an amateur, because you were physically a lot stronger than them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I felt like I was stronger, and even than the grown men. I was fighting 24, 25 year olds at the age of like 18, and I mean, some say like you're not developed really at 18, are you? But, I felt strong, obviously, with all the strength and conditioning and stuff that I do. I feel strong and solid and ready to go, really.
Well, Aqib, this is a journey I'm genuinely really excited to follow, and I do believe, as you do, that you will move quickly, and I believe in the next couple of years people will be talking about you, especially I think the knowledge and the skills that you're going to pick up from this place. So definitely. We'll look forward to it. We don't know when, but we'll come back and catch up with you, and we'll find out when that is, and then we'll make a big announcement. But good luck with training, and like I said, hopefully see you out in the next few months.
Cheers, Lee. Nice one.
Alright, Aqib, take care. Bye.